Students, welcome to Sort of Sir classes. Today our topic is quantitative aptitude, and here is our first question. The question is, Surendra, Rajendra and Manindra invested some amount in a business in the ratio of 5:7:6 respectively. In the next year, they increased their investments by 26%, 20% and 15% respectively. Now, the profit earned during the second year should be distributed in what ratio among Surendra, Rajendra and Manindra? So we have to find the ratio of the distributed profit, and here 5 options are given. So now let's start. Now, the required ratio here, it was mentioned in the question that they invested some money in the business in the ratio of 5:7:6, and next year they increased their investment by 26%, 20% and 15%. So now the required ratio is equals to 5k. Let's assume k as a constant, and 5k plus 26% of 5k, because in the first year Surendra invested in the business and the ratio was 5 on his part, and he increased his investment by 26%. So 5k plus 26% of 5k is to 7k. This is for Rajendra. 7k plus 20% of 7k is to 6k. This is for Manindra, plus 15% of 6k. Now, solving this, we can write it as 630k divided by 100 is to 840k divided by 100 is to 690k divided by 100. Now again, from this we can write it as 630 is to 840 is to 690, that is equals to 63 is to 84 is to 69, that is equals to 21 is to 28 is to 23. So the required ratio is 21 is to 28 is to 23, that is option 2. So here option 2 is our answer. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, so here is our next question. The question is, one of the angles of a quadrilateral is thrice the smaller angle of a parallelogram. So one of the angle of a quadrilateral is thrice the smaller angle of a parallelogram. Now, the respective ratio between the adjacent angles of the parallelogram is given, that is 4:5. So this is the respective ratio between the adjacent angles of the parallelogram. Now, remaining three angles of the quadrilateral are in ratio 4:11:9. So the ratio of the remaining three angles of the quadrilateral is 4:11:9 respectively. Now we have to find what is the sum of the largest and the smallest angle of the quadrilateral. So now let's start. Here 5 options are given, and by solving this sum we have to choose the right option. Now let the adjacent angles of the parallelogram angle of the parallelogram be 4x and 5x, because the ratio was given, that was 4:5. So as 4x plus 5x is equals to 180, from that we can say 9x is equals to 180, therefore x is equals to 20. So now the one angle of the quadrilateral, one angle of the quadrilateral is 4y plus 11y plus 9y, because this ratio was given 4:11:9, that plus 240 degree is equals to 360 degree. Now from this we can write 24y is equals to 120 degree. Again from this we can write y is equals to 5. So we get the value of x and we get the value of y. Hence the sum of the largest and the smallest angles of the quadrilateral. Okay, I'm doing the rest part here. So the sum of the largest and the smallest angles of the quadrilateral is equals to 4 into 5 plus 240, that is equals to 260 degree. So here option 2, that is 260 degree, is the correct answer. So the sum of the largest and the smallest angles of the quadrilateral is 260 degree, and this is our answer. Now let's go to our next question. Okay, So here is our next question, and the question is, an aeroplane flies with an average speed of 756 km per hour. So the speed of the average speed of the aeroplane is given, which is 756 km per hour. Now a helicopter takes 48 hours to cover twice the distance covered by aeroplane in 9 hours. Now we have to find how much distance will the helicopter cover in 18 hours, assuming the flights are non-stop and moving with uniform speed. And here 5 options are given and we have to choose the right one. So now let's start. So the distance covered by the aeroplane in 9 hours the distance covered by the aeroplane the aeroplane in 9 hours is equals to 9 into 756 kilometer, and the informations are already given in the question. So this is equals to 6,804 kilometer. Now the speed of the helicopter is the speed of the helicopter is 2 into 6,804, that is the distance covered by the aeroplane, divided by 48, because it was said in the question that the helicopter took 48 hours to cover twice the distance covered by the aeroplane in 9 hours. So this is the speed of the helicopter, and now the distance covered by the helicopter, the distance covered by the helicopter is equals to in 18 hours is equals to 2 into 6,804 into 18 divided by 48. This is equals to 5,103 kilometer. So the distance covered by the helicopter in 18 hours is 5,103 kilometer. So assuming the flights are non-stop and moving in the uniform speed. So option 4 is the correct answer.